Hello everyone, I hope you're doing really good, that you're healthy and joyful. I'm here to do Aries September Tarot 2026. I'll be using a bunch of Oracle and Tarots, so here we go. Alright, I hope you're doing good, Aries, and it's September, yeah. I hope you had a great summer and you are taking care of yourself and everything is groovy. All right, with Major Arcana, we'll check the vibe of September. With Rider-Waite Smith, we'll check the recent past and the near future. With Osho and Tahoe, we'll check consciously and unconsciously what's up. And I'll do a clarification, of course, with Osho Zen later down the road. And with Divine Connection, we'll check the obstacle and the outcome of the month. Well, the challenge, I like to say. Yeah, the challenge. So Aries, I do have a French channel. It's not a copy and paste of this one. Therefore, it's a bonus for you. No commercial. It's absolutely free. And the link is next to my picture. You click, you scroll all the way down and you click again. And now on this platform, everything is dubbed or subtitled. So there's really zero excuses to no go check it out. And I'll see you there, Aries. And you can even subscribe if you want to. All right, let's do it. September. We got Scorpio in the house. Ooh, yeah. All right. So there's a section for the 3 decans and also relationship, the love department, also on this reading. So, all right. So the vibe for September is really accurate. You know why? Because prior in the recent past, you have Scorpio. Leave the past in the past. Create an amazing compost, a brand new energy to keep moving onward. But the energy of September is the judgment. So here we go again. Boom. A new cycle, a new thing. You don't care about what people think. You don't care about what people may say. Very powerful 2 cards already. Now, consciously. Consciously, you know that you are not in a very good place as far as self-esteem. You're not trusting yourself so much that you are able to trust others. If you don't trust yourself, you can't trust others. You cannot trust what's going on right now in your life because you're already yourself in doubt. So you really need to work on that. Consciously speaking, you are absolutely aware of that. But you are also creating some sort of fear or need for validation. And it all goes back to your childhood. It all goes back to your great-grandparents, grandparents, and parents, and teachers, and schoolmates, etc., etc. So you got to work on that. But remember, your card, the vibe of September, is the judgment. They came back. Adam and Eve came back after they created what you know. And they come back and they're like, people are like judging them, being like, what's up? Why did you do this? Da 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 da. And this angel on this card is trying to soothe everything with music. And this is exactly what you're trying to do also in September, is to soothe a bunch of stuff to be able to continue to create. And that's super duper important. All right, unconsciously. Unconsciously, you want harmony. Unconsciously, you want something fluid. You want something that just, that you don't even have to think about. Be like, okay, yeah, woo, woo, woo. But in order to have that, you have to create it. If you surround yourself with people who are absolutely Debbie Downers and do not respect their body, do not respect themselves, and are already in like complaining and self-sabotage, etc., and they do not exude success, they do not exude anything positive, what the F are you doing with them? Literally, Aries. What the F? The challenge this month. The challenge is to find the right people. The challenge is to create or build something that is going to be like a super duper energy and a brotherhood and something very strong. Like a strong friendship, a strong something. And this is exactly what your challenge is. But guess what you have for the near future? Ace of Swords. Let me clarify why you have that Ace of Swords. Because it is a renewal mentally and communication-wise. I think you're understanding little by little a bunch of stuff. And you're just like, okay, now is the time to do this, to do that, etc., etc. All right, clarification. Because I don't think you find your tribe. I don't think you found the right people. Or if you do, maybe on a group of 5 people, let's say, only 2 are good. Clarification why you have that Ace of Swords. Well, you have that Ace of Swords because you have to slow the F down. You got to work on letting go moment to moment. And then after that Ace of Swords, which is all connected to the communication, the mental status also, the hamster wheel, etc. When you're done with this and you're all set up, and that Scorpio card is not here for nothing, guys, because I think you thought that you left the past in the past, but and I'm pretty sure, Aries, that you're tested. And you're not passing the test. You're not passing the test. You have some bunch of emotional trigger all the time and da-da-da and da-da-da. And when you will be done with all this work, personal, deep work, then you can use this beautiful fire element that is yours again to create a beautiful intensity and sharing it with a bunch of people. Because this is your goal in September. Like, literally, this is your goal. But you're not there yet, And Aries, I always forget to say, there's 2 things that I always forget to say. Is, first of all, go check signs, Venus signs, okay? Libra and Taurus. Mars and Venus were BFF before we labeled Venus as the planet of love and tenderness and da-da-da and da-da-da. Venus, she was a warrior, dude. She was in action. She was a bloody warrior. She was just like, So Mars and Venus, always like that. Yeah. Second of all, it's a general reading. Energies are not static. They move all around. So if it does not resonate right here, right now, when you click, come back. I have people that come towards the end of the month. And sometimes it doesn't even resonate. So they listen to it again next month. The outcome? The outcome is to get out of your comfort zone, get out of the box, and do things that you never done before. So, you gotta be super smart with that, okay? I didn't tell you to like do something cray-cray, okay? Just saying that try every single day, or at least once a week, little by little, to do something you never done. A great example. You take your car and you go somewhere alone. Alone. 3 hours, 4 hours of drive, whatever. If you want to go camp, if you want to go stay at an apartment or whatever, but you just do it. And you do it alone. That's what I call play tourist. All right, decans, first, second, and third. Let's see what's up, Aries. First, second, and if you're on a cusp, of course, you have more messages than usual. Alors, first decan. Ooh. Yeah. So, first decan, there's something inside of you that is amazing and you want to grow, you want to do a lot of things, you want to... But at the same time, like I was explaining to you earlier in the conscious, you don't trust yourself. You don't trust yourself enough. So it gives you anxiety. You're projecting too much, or you stay in the past. And even though you want to do a lot of things, I don't think you're in action, Aries. You know there's no sugarcoating on my channel. I think you think. But that's it. It just stays at the thinking, not the action. So it's time. Second decan. Yep, here we go. You need to go with the flow. You need to go with the flow. You need to work on letting go. There's tons of tools on this platform to help you. It's absolutely free. And you need to reconnect or to connect with your intuition. This is going to be crucial, second decan. Third, you need to shut up. You need to shut up, Aries. You need to keep things in the down low. Just keep private stuff. You know, August was the season of eclipses. And August was really a month when we needed to shut up. Every single signs, not one, not two, everybody. Okay? Eclipse season. And here, this is exactly what it is. It's like you need to just shut up, do your thing, and then when it's ready, you can be in at the Civic Center with your megaphone and be like, yeah, I did it, you know, but not before. Not before that, Aries. All right, because you know it jinx, you know that. Some people energies are not with goodwill. And so it absolutely, their energy, their energy just jinx shit. And some people are wearing masks. Some people are really good at it. And they're going to be like, oh my God, it's so great. And then behind they're like, What an idiot. All right. The love department, guys. Let's see what's up with Aries that is single and happy. 3 cards. Single and happy. Anna, ooh, if you're single and happy, that's very interesting. Well, first of all, something that you're not ready for is going to happen. So role can be reversed, but because you're single and happy, are you really? Because I have the feeling that there's another person that is absolutely has a crush on you, really likes you, and they might tell you, like, boom, you know, and you're like, oh my word, no. So I think you're taking really accountability for being single and happy. End of the story. And you're just like, okay. And you were not ready for that. You were not ready for that. So act with goodwill, communicate, and be nice. Don't be an a-hole. Okay? All right. If you're looking for love, Aries, 3 cards. Three cards. All right, if you're looking for love, ooh, okay. So, if you're looking for love, I think someone really wants to see you. So it could be, you know, someone that you went on a couple of coffee dates or whatever, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, you know, yeah, I don't feel like you guys live in the same town, same state, whatever, even country, maybe, possibly. And you're just like, okay, well, it is very tempting, but I don't think I'm ready. So you really need to be honest with yourself, honest with this person, and be like, okay, you know what? The way we communicate once a week or maybe twice a month, you know, I'm good with that. I'm really happy that I have connected with you, etc., etc. But just be honest and be like, whoa, I don't think I'm ready for that. To see you physically, to spend 3 days together, a week together, you know, just be straightforward with this person. And then here we go. Now role can be reversed, guys. It could be you. All right, if you're in a relationship, Aries. Three cards if you're in a relationship. Alors, if you're in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, okay, so I'm not saying that you guys are going to break up or whatever and it's not doing good. But there's something, either you or the other person, but you realize that there's a particular codependence, a particular 24/7 right now, maybe. And you sort of like observing the situation because you're like, wow, how did we end up spending 24/7 together? Or at least my partner, that's what she's seeking or he's seeking. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, you realize all that stuff. So it sort of like transforms you for sure because you're like, whoa. Okay, wait, I've been 12 years with this person. I just realized. I'm not sure. This is like a really strange vibe. But at the same time, it's something that really transforms you. Because for once, you're like, whoa, you know. And if it's a recent relationship, it's pretty much the same, you know. That's just what I'm saying. So then it's up to you to talk about it, to not talk about it, you know. The cards are on your side. All right, Dancing in the Dark, 3 cards. And I look at the back of the deck. Aries, September. You know, there's a lot of potential in your reading. Like, literally, this is like, wow. It's really good. All right, wow. Okay, yeah. There's a communication issue, and that's why you have the Ace of Swords, sorry, remember, for the near future. And this is exactly what it is. Aries in September, you really, really need to communicate. And it's going to be super duper important for the rest of what's up in your life right now. Like to the T. Something needs to change. So your behavior, your hygiene, your something needs to change. But are you ready for the change? That's the question here. Because you're not having a very healthy dialogue, or at least other people do not. And from time to time, because there's no communication of feelings, of everything in your life, then you're just like, sometimes you're just like, you know what? That's it. You want to slam the door. You really do. And because you're a fire sign, you're just like super duper impulsive, you know? Okay, so the thing is, I have the feeling that in your life, it could be someone that is a water sign. It could be a mother. It could be a mother-in-law. It could be a big sister that is older than you, but someone older than you is trying to like be like, whoa, 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 whoa. You know, work on your anger, work on your impulsivity. We all have anger and impulsivity. It depends of the percentage of it. Anger, impulsivity help us. Stress help us to fuel something in ourselves, but for the better picture, for the better energy. Not the Debbie Downer, not the arrogant, not the angry, nothing of that. And then you have the Ace of Wands, which is your element, Aries. So this is very beautiful, but it's just that you got to gather everything, identify everything to be able to have some results. Wow. It's super powerful, Aries. And this is the first reading that I'm doing. Wow. Okay. So don't forget to go listen to Taurus and Libra, your Venus BFF. And don't forget to do 3 things that are absolutely free. Like, share, leave me a comment, and even you can boost if you see the pink yellow button. And then I'll see you on my French channel, and I'll see you on my channel also because I post on the regular. See you soon.